All right. Basically, I had talked about what it would look like inside. So I went ahead and I'm cutting one open. I'm going to pour them out. And obviously the first thing was, this is definitely not like instant coffee. This has grounds, just like the one I make the McDonald's one. So let's get all these out and see what it looks like inside here. Going to create a little bit of a mess. And I can see that there is a filter inside here. Obviously a one-time filter that's kind of suspended. Oh yeah. So what happens is when you puncture the bottom, you're not puncturing the filter. That's interesting. You can see that there's a filter in there that's suspended. I can even probably pull it up. Gonna make a mess. Definitely going to make a mess. But you can see that there's a filter in there that filters the coffee so the grounds don't go through. And when it punctures, it's puncturing the plastic and not the filter. So it's like its own little miniature filter assembly. So I was definitely wrong on my theory. And I've also created a very large mess. Let's move this to the side and keep going. Loki is here. You can see her. She's joined in. That's always nice. When she's here, she always is. This is her home. So I'm going to move this over, get rid of this. And the only question I have now is there a filter inside the apple juice and the hot cocoa? So we're going to open that up and look. But first of all, let's try the apple cider. Very good. Definitely tastes like apple. I'm sure it's got sugar in there that's not necessarily apple, but I believe I read the ingredients and there's apple components to it. Apple chunks or apple puree or something like that. It has a little bit of a cinnamon flavor to it. Here's what the cup looks like. Let's open this up. And yes, when you look in here, there is no filter. It's just a straight up tube. And when it punctures through, it punctures then because everything drains out. And I'm going to make an assumption that it's the same as this one. Same rule. It just drains it all out. And I'm going to hit stop because I'm now curious about the cappuccino French one. I'm going to see if that's instant. So let's go ahead and hit pause. Table's probably moved a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't make you want sick. This is the French vanilla. It does not have a filter in it. So that definitely was instant coffee. Without a doubt, that's instant coffee. Whereas the ones that are labeled as a coffee, like a roast and all that, that is a regular coffee going through, just like my McDonald's coffee I put in the portable adapter. So there are different versions. The French roast cappuccino is instant coffee. Still tasted good, let's face it. I still enjoyed it. I like this apple cider. That's nice to have. Let's try the hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's good. Now, if anyone here is a marshmallow type person, you ain't getting marshmallows in there because the marshmallows will not squeeze through that hole. You can always add it afterwards. I personally don't like marshmallows, so this is great. When everyone else was having coffee, I was having hot cocoa and apple cider. So, thumbs up for the apple cider, which I believe is 19 grams of sugar, so it's like a half a Coke. And you'll learn that I base everything on Coke. So it's better than a Coke that way, but it's not something you're going to drink a lot of, especially when you're diabetic. This has 70 calories, which I believe is right around 7, 8, 9 grams of sugar, and it's like 3 grams of fat. That tastes very good. I've always liked that. So, mystery solved. French vanilla cappuccino is instant coffee. Apple cider, the mix completely goes down and disappears, so it's probably a mixture of sugar and some apple products, condensed apple products. Vanilla, French vanilla cappuccino, or this is hot cocoa. It gets all mixed up. And the regular coffee has a built-in filter, and so it's real coffee without a doubt. That's good to know that essentially if I am drinking that, I am drinking their roast, their coffee. Of course, I think you still should buy the closest expiration date you can so it's as fresh as possible. That's the downside to having K-Cups. The upside is I have a reusable container now, so I can actually grind my own coffee, and I can put that ground in the adapter and have fresh coffee made that way. That would be very similar to a pour over. So using that method, I'm going to say a K-Cup is pretty well as good as a pour over. If you grind your own beans, put it in there, and have coffee that way, black or sugar or with cream. I know that the true coffee connoisseurs like to have it black, and I'm starting to enjoy black more, but I really like the cream and the sugar, so that's probably always going to be something in there. So I've opened it up, another video done, and the next thing I got is broth that's coming. I'll do that for the next video tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Right now, I'd say the most useful coffee machine I have is the Keurig using the K-Cup system, which I believe all the Keurigs do. But the Keurig system I can see as being really well because I can also just pour hot water, make soup out of it, do so many things. So that's one of the biggest advantages I have to adding that to my kitchen. If I want to make a lot of coffee, I'll use my Cuisinart Auto Drip. I can make up to 12 cups. I don't think it's 12 8-ounce cups. It's more like 12 4 to 6 ounce cups. But I have that. And then if I want to make individual coffees, I have that. I think the next part of this will be exploring other coffee options to make. And mostly I'm thinking camping or at the office where you just want to bring a component and make it. So let's explore some camping options for making coffee in the woods, because I'm not going to carry out a Cuisinart. I'm not going to carry out a K-Cup, or Keurig, I'm sorry. So we're going to explore that and see how they taste and go from there. I do have one surprise at some point I'll throw in there, which will be a manual espresso maker. I'm going to wait a little bit before I do that one, because at that point I'm going to explore all the different options of lattes and cappuccinos other than the instant mixes, and whatever other forms they are. I have to learn about them. Americanos and flat whites and all the different versions that they will make. I do have a percolator that's Italian, which I'll try, but I think what I need to do is get my grinders out and start grinding coffee. This is kind of a boring video. Loki didn't do anything. She's being kind of sleepy and tired. Loki. Oh, right in the nose. Oh my gosh, I'm going to pay for that later. She'll come up and bite me. Loki, what you doing? So anyway, there's Loki watching or laying, resting. She'll be up tonight. I'm not going to make any more videos tonight. I can't afford to have any more caffeine or sugar. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you don't like it, hit dislike. A little secret is a dislike button and a like button. Help my YouTube channel, which is brand new, growing. That's not really growing, but it's brand new. I'm just starting. I'm working on how to do videos better. This is another method I'm going to try. Thank you. I talked too much. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Well, I don't really want to waste these. Oh, that tastes good. There's some stuff at the bottom. Good gooey stuff. That's good. This apple cider is good, Loki. What do you think? I'm gonna have to read the ingredients, but I got a feeling this is just sugar. Sugar flavored apple stuff. But it tastes good. Not as good for me, Loki. What do you think? Not as good as all. All right. Once I find your treats, we'll get you some treats. You're a good cat. We'll go from there. What do you think? I'm done for the night.